Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I'm really honored to be here today, even if I've been unwell in the last couple of days, and I would like to apologize if I have any interruption during my presentation. The topic that I would like to talk today is in area of circular economy. The title of the project is a critical examination of the importance of sustainability in the circular economy UK perspective. Is written by myself and Dr. Datta. First, I would like to highlight the purpose of this study, which is to examine how the concept of sustainability might function in circular economy with the goal of contributing to economic growth in London, United Kingdom. To determine this purpose, we have had quantitative survey questionnaire and a deductive research approach. This study is based on primary and on secondary data. And to address the research question and objectives, primary data is gathered through questionnaires. 30 companies from different fields were contacted face-to-face by email and also through LinkedIn as well. According to the study's findings, companies are more and more aware about circular economy and the relationship between circular economy and sustainability. The findings also shown that the companies are willing to move towards a circular economy. Furthermore, the study presents a critical view on the actual situation of circular economy and the relationship between sustainability and circular economy, which make a significant contribution to the limitation of academic research on this relation. And it's a step towards a greater understanding of how the companies might use the circular economy to develop a more sustainable society. Let's start with introduction and background. The concept of circular economy is a new concept that attempts to anticipate the long-term connection of economic activity with environmental well-being. This concept, which takes a restorative and regenerative approach, strives to decrease waste and energy through completing loops. Furthermore, it's also promoting the production and use of sustainable and greener energy sources, such as wind or solar energy. In London, let me just find the, yes, to find the slide. In London, the majority of the population feel that climate change is just one aspect of a larger environmental collapse that threatens to create the world toxic to civilization, as it had become to 150 species that perish day by day. With this in mind, London is the first city to pledge to become a zero carbon city by 2050, having the chance to set an example in the development of circular economy. On the next slide, we have the research question to address. How can the principle of sustainability and circular economy be incorporated in order to support economic growth in the capital city of London? To answer, we have the aim of the research, that is to contribute to the improvement of academic knowledge on this subject by investigating how the concept of sustainability can work in a circular economy and contribute to economic growth in London. To answer the research questions, we have three objectives. First is to examine the relationship between the two concepts, between sustainability and circular economy. Second is to look at the circular economy and how it relates to long-term growth. And the third objective is to comprehend the circular economy's potential by creating a more sustainable environment for business models and innovation. The next thing I will share is the literature sources. As I stated in the beginning of my presentation, the concept of a circular economy is quite new, and there are not a substantial numbers of articles focusing on this topic. We have identified a few articles which have been published in the last 10 years. The literature does not precisely establish this relationship between circular economy and sustainability. And despite the increase of awareness in circular economy in the recent years, there's still a shortage of appropriate resources in London for how organizations strategy may be associated with the notion of circular economy and sustainability. The idea of circular economy substitutes the idea of end of life by helping to repair, turns towards sustainable power, avoiding using toxic substance as well. Now moving on the next slide, which is the methodology. This research uses positivist philosophy with a deductive approach. We felt that deductive approach is the best for questionnaire. Survey was conducted among 30 employees from medium to large companies with activity in London. Most of the companies targeted on LinkedIn were using or encouraging to use circular economy. Because of the low response in the first 20 days, we decided to establish a meeting face-to-face and also through emails with some of the companies. As a result, 26 of them completed the survey, which resulted in a response rate of 86%. Now, before we move to the key findings, we had a look on the internal consistency by using Cronbach alpha coefficient. The score of 0.81 showed that this questionnaire had a good level of construct validity and internal consistency. Next slide is the data was submitted to a descriptive analysis. Looking on question 4, knowledge about the circular economy, is quite pleasant to observe that 54% of the respondents had heard of this word before, while 35 claim to be familiar with the word. When questioned about circular economy contributing to economic growth in companies in London, so it's question 8, 73% of the respondents stated that agreed with that. This is quite positive, as it indicates that companies are becoming increasingly aware of significance of circular economy in relation to economic growth. Concerning the link between circular economy and sustainability, which is stated in question 12.
Mirela, you've got 3 minutes left.
Thank you. It seems that 46% of the companies agreed with the link between these two concepts, and 42% are being really confident with the connection. With this in mind, we run a test, a Pearson correlation coefficient test, which help us to answer to objective 2. As a result, it indicates a positive correlation between circular economy and sustainability. Also, at the moment, it's weak. In the future, we would like to increase the sample size of the questionnaire and to investigate further. As a conclusion, the questionnaire had a good level of construct. a positive correlation between circular economy and sustainability was found. And the findings suggest that the company are more and more aware about this this connection between circular economy and sustainability. Next slide. As a general discussion, circular economy looks to gain more popularity, and people have more knowledge about the benefit and of circular economy. Companies who recognize the significance of and benefits of these two concepts may also try to apply them at the administrative level. Within the survey, the findings relieve the existence of a relationship between circular economy and sustainability, and these findings are in line with the literature review. Furthermore, businesses are expecting to gain an extra 4.5 trillion in revenues by 2030 simply by utilizing circular economy concept. As a part of recommendations, more focus on marketing and promotion strategy for circular economy, more circular design rules to be adopted in United Kingdom, and an easier access for the companies to move towards circular economy. I will just conclude with a few thoughts. This study views the circular economy as a roadmap for greater business model innovation, primarily through giving companies with opportunity to close their energy and material cycles. Without a doubt, the circular economy and the concept that drives the circular economy have a greater potential to contribute to a more ecological friendly future. Having approach of circular economy may assist a business to achieve a more sustainable result.
Thank you.
While this is the last phrase, while because I think it's the most important one. I just wanted to highlight it while lowering the effects. So I think this is what every single company wants to do. Thank you so much.